So y'all are opening up as favorites ahead of this Ole Miss game. How do y'all feel about that and your current situation as a whole?
Um, I mean, we just gonna keep working. We're gonna keep working till Saturday come. And, we just can't wait to play.
What is Coach Kelly telling y'all about the recent SEC contest and just what y'all are able to take from them?
Just the details. If we just do the small things right, the details every day, then the outcome gonna predict itself.
And y'all kind of prohibited Anthony Richardson from passing and attacking deep in the passing game, but on the running side, he crossed that century mark. What do you think y'all need to do better going forward?
Really just like comes down to a couple of plays, 2-3 plays maybe, where we gotta be detailed on. They had a lot of rush yards on like 2-3 plays really. So once we cut down on that and be more detailed, then we'll be pretty fine.
Back-to-back big weeks for you, where you're able to really dominate on the defensive side of the ball. What's clicking for you lately?
I'm just knowing my job, what I got to do for help my team to be successful. And, really that's it really.
What do you think your job is this week with Ole Miss in town?
Shoot, just make sure we get lined up. They're a little tempo team too, so making sure we get lined up, get the call, get set, we ready to go.
How does that tempo change what you guys are able to do in pre-snap and everything like that?
Well, we've been through it, so we have experience where we know we're gonna keep it simple, and we're just gonna have our feet in the grass and ready to go.
And describe how that 6 touchdown performance by Jayden Daniels helped y'all get y'all feet under you in a tough game.
Well, it showed for sure they had our back, you know what I'm saying? So therefore we had to keep fighting, keep pushing, do our part to come out with the dub.
And Jayden's dark horse element to his game is, of course, his legs and his running ability. How do you think that helps the offense and helps the overall development of the scheme?
It helps open up everything else. Once one thing going, it opens up another thing, opens another thing. So once everything clicking, then we dangerous for sure.
What stands out to you about Ole Miss's quarterback, Dart?
His decision making, I feel like he has good decision making. I feel like whereas reading this or that, if this guy comes off, then he's gonna find him. So we're prepared. We're prepared for that.
Is there, being the fact that this is another top 10, facing another top 10 team at home, is there anything that you learned from the Tennessee game that you can apply to this game coming up?
For sure, like the tempo. I feel like us getting that tempo with them is gonna help us with this game. Be ready for tempo because we already experienced it, So that's something I think we can take away to our advantage.
Speaking of regardless of home or away, you guys always have the golden band with you, boosting morale. How important do you think the band is to the football culture here at LSU?
Say that again for me.
How important do you think the band is to football culture here at LSU?
Oh man, it's make it hard for the opponent. Make it hard for them to hear each other. Hard to hear the checks or whatever. So we gonna need them blaring for sure.
Do you feel like a sense of morale boost when you guys are away at Florida, Auburn? You have the band over there, loud, still supporting you guys?
Yeah. Say that again.
Do you feel a boost, some sense of urgency when you see the band over there in these away games, these tough crowds, and they're still over there, rooting for you guys?
Yeah. We get a little juice, a little energy from them. We hear that sound. We know it's coming from our people. So it gets us going a little bit for sure.
Thank you. And final question. Ole Miss has 2 strong running backs. What have you guys been talking about and how to stop their run game?
Tear off and make the tackle, really. We've been doing a lot of tackling drills, because they have really great backs. So, tackling just been important, thudding everything. And like I said earlier, though, the tear off is important because they make us use all our guys. So,
how does Lane Kiffin's play calling, it gets really crazy sometimes.
Yeah.
He gets really animated on the sideline.
Yeah,
so what's going to be like game planning against him?
It's better for us to keep it simple because if not, then he got so many tricks and gadgets plays to where we'll be confused. So if you keep everything simple and the same, I feel like it'll help us out with his wild play calling.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Speaking more about Lane Kiffin's play calling, last year you got some experience with Ole Miss, and it seems like Lane kind of changed his scheme to mold around the quarterback. New quarterback this year with Jackson Dart. Is there anything you can take from last season, or is it a completely new game plan?
I think it's a completely new game plan from last year for sure. That's like you say, it's a different quarterback, so we got to play it differently. For sure.